What up, my freaks? RuinusInsight here with part 7 of my Total War Warhammer 3 modded Orion Immortal Empires campaign. So as we saw last time, Durthu decided to face off against Kemmler's 2 stacks of undead, beat them back, and got a massive amount of kills for his trouble. We ended off the episode with Vlad von CARSTEIN attempting to pull a Kemmler and move towards Orion, only to get ambushed and shortly, most likely, destroyed. Should be a fun fight, so we're gonna jump right on in a second once I do the annoying threshold spiel. We reach the threshold, hour long, and next time 400 likes and 60 comments, and the next episode will also be an hour. Go. Ever onward indeed, here we go. Vladdy is ambushed, but it is Vlad together with Isabella, and I'm sure they'll still put up a heck of a fight. Indeed, they will start the battle off by getting a penumbral pendulum through our lines, and on top of that, we have deployed very, very close to the enemy line. Now, usually we'd be deployed far enough away to harass the enemy, to fire off shots and plenty of range attacks at them, but because it's an ambush, the enemy would likely attempt to escape off-field, and thus we've deployed to the point that they have to go for us due to our proximity. This, of course, will make the battle considerably more dangerous than it should be, but it will hopefully allow us to destroy the enemy rather than allowing them to move off-field. Anyway, the rear of the enemy column gets struck by all of our wild riders. We were seeking to dish out decent damage to the enemy Blood Knights, which took about 25% of their HP, but frankly, so did the wild rider unit that charged them, so about even an exchange. However, not so even in the sense that Isabella has already been brought down, as between the prey of Anathema and the concentrated fire from all of our range units, including Orion, she was brought down before she could do anything. Not even the Chalice of Bathory was enough to out-heal the massive amount of range damage coming in, which is pretty impressive considering the Chalice of Bathory is an absolutely massive heal as well. And once again, I'm always shocked at how big Orion is. I mean, look at how he towers over those Graveguard. I think he's bigger than an ogre as well. Anyway, the battle continues. Lots of fancy looking effects popping up. A flock of doom right in the middle of the pile of enemy units as Orion charges towards this black coach with the idea to bring it down. We have taken severe damage on the Sky Hunters and Hawks together strong. Hawk Riders, however, as while they were attempting to back off from the enemy Vargeists, they were hit by the Storm in the Night anti-air ability from, I think, both Vlad and Isabella at the same time. Alright, looks like the Vargeists giving up on their attempt to chase down the Hawk Riders will land among our range units, but will immediately get charged by the Wild Riders, who, with their extremely high damage dealing, will destroy them with ease, and then back off to fight other units. In the meantime, it looks like Orion has destroyed the Black Coach and is heading directly towards Vlad. Though how this particular contest will go, I'm not entirely sure. If we were to power up Orion further, in terms of getting him points in his fighty tree, he might be able to fight Vlad, but Vlad is one of the best heroes or lords in the game at outlasting an enemy lord in fight. That said, we're not quite fighting fair here as range units continue to fire into his back, though he can see his HP starting to go back up as well. He's got lots and lots of healing available to him, even with Orion hitting him, and even with the range units hitting him in the back, he's still healing up and is, by the looks of it, going to get to half HP, while Orion has just dropped below. Can't be underestimating Vlad, and I want to point out that that is 1, 2, 3, 4 units, including armor-piercing units and Deepwood Scouts, all firing at him. Well, good luck to Orion. In the meantime, our main line is still engaged. Our units of Wild Riders have joined the fray. The Eternal Guard helped now by the elites in standing against the enemy. Oh, and a brutal spear will bring Vlad down at last. And damn, that was absolutely bloody. Is there an arrow through his face as well? There's an arrow through his face. I'd like to think that's like, that's the tip of the spear or something instead. In fact, it almost looks too big to be an arrow. Huh. There isn't like a unique animation that Orion has where he does something like that, is there? Huh. That was pretty neat. It was also an absolutely brutal hit. Anyway, with the fall of Vlad, the rest of his line is going to give up and start melting away. A rather short battle, of course, but an actually fairly tough one due to the position that we had to put ourselves in. Plenty of damage on Orion, of course, having to fight Vlad more or, well, maybe not one-on-one, but at least tank Vlad, as well as plenty of those stray arrows due to the fact that he's massive and he has a big hitbox. Our Hawk Riders took damage from the Storm and the Night counter, but after the Vargeist had touched down, were able to spend the rest of the battle firing into the backs of the enemy. Unfortunately, couldn't quite see the destruction of the units of Blood Knights, but I'm sure we'll be facing off against plenty more Blood Knights in the campaign here and there. I'd like to see a direct charge between them and the Wild Riders, but obviously, since we charged the rear of the column, we were fighting like 10 units at once, and then had to back off. Ooh, alright, Vlad still very much gave us a fight. I'm very impressed with him. I am still annoyed at the AI's luck with the Dead Rise. I've never had such good luck, but all of his elites, Blood Knights, Vargeists, and the Black Coach all survived. I guess his Karen Wraiths died, so we should be happy with that, but still, damn. We should still be able to chase him down, but damn. Either way, though, we got plenty of cash for our trouble and a fantastic fight out of it, so I'm pretty darn happy nonetheless. Now, granted, we did sort of engage them in such a way that enabled them to do more damage than we might like, but that was due to the fact that we couldn't allow them to escape the ambush, so we had to put ourselves in harm's way and fight them. And after all, Karnas is the god of the noble hunt, sort of the, well, Anathrema is the savage hunt, and Karnas is the noble hunter. They're their counterparts of each other, and thus we gave the enemy a more close fight rather than obliterating them from range. Release captives. Although, I just because Anathrema is also the she's related to jealous lovers somehow, which is kind of interesting as well. But anyway, what are we doing? Release captives. Release captives. All right. Oh, we're barely a third of the way through the turn order there. All right. Military alliance with Carcassonne. You know what, Carcassonne? Sure. We can ally with Bretonia. We'll need them to sort of guard these territories. I don't mind. I really doubt they're going to attack any of our friends. The 800 for a peace treaty? No, buddy, no. That is not enough. And you want a peace treaty for free. You, I was actually thinking of piecing out with, so we don't have to deal with you. And especially we don't want you to carry your Skaven plague to us. So we will counteroffer, and we will go for the peace treaty here. Like so. Funnily enough, they're also trading with Angron, but they're welcome to their plagues as long as that filth does not come to Athel Loren. A recruitment cost reduction from Ara, finally. Musterer, spell resistance for the entire army as well for Durthu, and enemy wins a magic power reserve. Orion gets the hit points +5, funnily enough. We could have probably used this more on Durthu, because he could use the hit point. Ally mission successful, enemy killed in battle. Scroll of Blast, Forest Spirit. Should spam those in Durthu's army. 11, Elven Steed, Hunting Hound. Don't really care about the Hunting Hounds, admittedly. And hey, the Tech Thief is back after being a miserable failure for, well, one battle. And hey, would you look at that? Greenskins. I guess it's time to trade Grunberg. Actually, defeating those Greenskins would be good for us. Also, wait, autumn approaches, the hunt slumbers, faction destroyed Dracula Coven. What do we have to do to confederate Laurelorn? Defeat Norska. Oh, they're tier 3. This is a good time to do it. We need somebody to... We need a Norscan to fight. We need to sail out. They're quite far, unfortunately. Oh. I guess if we go for hunt again, we could jump to Laurelorn, do this, and then jump over to Pack Ice Bay and do that. Yeah, I think for now, at least in the early portions of the campaign, Orion's goal will be to do the missions. Like, he'll directly go and do the missions. But also, obviously, fight any, you know, important battles. Go into Forest Calls for me, please. Can we get a military access with you yet? No. You know, you're gonna keep forcing us to trespass in your stupid territory. Maybe Donnerbach is worth decent amounts to them now. It is! Military access. We'll do that. We'll do that. It's a shame to lose the iron there and the money that it offers, but I'd rather have these guys have it. Well, I wouldn't rather, but I... Whoa! 6.7k, whoa. Too many wars have disappeared. Our armies are starting to cost us money. I don't like that. Alright, we need more total war. Our wars need to be more total, is what I'm getting at. Let's see if we can find a few more other factions. Hello, Malachi. Who are you at war with? Oh, we're already at war with everybody. I'm not even sure that we want to declare war on you. You're so far from us. The problem with that is it'll essentially mean declaring war on all of the... Although, how many territories does he have? He has 3. He is still alive. Could declare war on Karazakarak, but the Empire won't like it. Frankly, they're not doing so well, though. Declare war on the Bloody Spears. We need a few war declarations. You know, we gotta go through the list. No choice in the matter. Heralds of Ariel, we're at war with both of you. Laurelorn, you're fine. You're at war with Cult of Sigmar and Drakenhof Conclave. I don't remember whether we already declared war on Drakenhof. Yes, we did. All right. What do we have here? Morgar's at war Talayan Scry. Oh, that's what he's been doing. Somebody in the comments a couple of episodes ago asked whether Morgar was dead. No, apparently he's fighting Scryer, which is what's kept him busy. Frankly, whether he does or he doesn't really matter over much to us, simply because we, I think, automatically have to meet him during our final battle of the campaign. So, yeah, we're fine. I think we're fighting all of these. Yeah, we're fighting all of these. Damn. Where are the war declarations? Anybody new here? Doesn't look like it. Alright, we're fighting all of the Chaos Dwarfs. Well, fighting is maybe a strong word, but you know. Angrand... Yeah, we're at war with all of these, and yeah, there's not much. There's unfortunately not much. I'm still salty at you, Meow Yang, and I still don't understand why you cancelled our agreement, but what can you do? Anybody from Katrin? Boris, you're up there where there's a lot of enemy factions. Damn, have we run out of factions to declare war on? Nakai... Are we at war with the Blessed Dread? Yes, we are. Alright, Itza still likes us, and hello, they've declared war on the Citadel of Dusk. Should we declare war on the Citadel of Dusk? Does that do anything for us? Might. Toward the Court of Libaras, we could declare war on the Court of Libaras, I suppose, though... Huh, actually. Wait, do we know the Court of Libaras? Oh, we haven't discovered them. They seem to have taken a lot of the territories around Orion's camp, which if we want is gonna be something we'll have to look into. Mountain Eaters, you're fine. Goldtooth, you're fine. And by the looks of it, nobody else to declare war on at this time. Potentially the Exiles of Nehek, but they still need to grow the place. They need to grow it for us. How are we doing here, incidentally? Still tier 1 by the looks of it, and these guys are still alive. Oh, did I not take a look at Confederation? I don't believe I did. 4.7 for Vidrioth, then. Which one will win out? Osland. Ooh, hello. How much money? 3.8k for trade for this? Maybe. Go for it. We can always redeclare war on them. Draco won't like it, but that's... Awaken and Disciples of the Ma... No. At least not at this time. There we go. We got decent bits of cash now. Which we still need to... Ooh, wait a moment. Lords. They played veteran, Sylvan strategist, and still that leaf-born savant. At least this guy will get milled next turn. I would like to send the Treekin over to Durthu. You can start recruiting Wildwood Rangers, or continue recruiting Wildwood Rangers, as their army will probably be up in the next little while. Trellan is recruiting those eagles still, and I don't believe there's any more eagle capacity, at least until we build more stuff. Speaking of building more stuff, what do we have here? Talsyn's the only place, and we're not wasting growth on the branches of Gur, at least not right now. I'm almost tempted to delete it. Ooh, we got more branch wraith capacities. And we do have another Willow's flexibility. Passive ability regeneration, 10% fire resistance for all of these units. Do we need 3 branch wraiths? Okay, wait, let me just see branch wraiths for a second. Do they do any kind of specific buffs for our... Oh, they do have growth for all provinces. That's nice. Shield of Isha, Birch. Armor, piercing weapon damage for Dryads. Oak. Armor for Dryads. Willow. Speed for Dryads. Obviously, this is... You know what? We'll probably keep it to 2 with the Durthu. The thing is... we could put like 4 into Dryka's army, because she's supposed to be a lot more Dryad heavy than the other tree spirits. And since the Dryads, or since the branch wraiths don't particularly buff the Treekin, that's fine. Other than the Grove Guardian, which we already have, which was the important thing. Anyway, Durthu, you, sir, are, I guess, going to sack Blackstone Post, or raise it, I don't really care. Will these guys actually take it if we do? They're going for Fort Bergbray, I think. Where are you going, in fact? Oh, you're gonna take Gisoro. Yeah, that's fine. You take Gisoro, I don't care. Yeah. Go for Blackstone, my Durthu little friend, and we'll do this for a turn. I'll give them a chance to sally out simply because this has a garrison building, and thus we wouldn't be able to do a cinematic. They deserve their shot. Alright, Orion, back to you, Kent. You are going to hunt down Leopold von Falkenstein. And auto-resolve him. Hopefully I didn't do too much damage to you, bud. No, seems to have hurt Orion a little bit. But you did get a lot of money out of it. Yeah, see, the thing is, Orion has a lot of post-battle loot bonus, which means we should be using him for it. This isn't our territory anymore, and the annoying aspect of that is the fact that we can no longer heal here. And I believe you can't go into... You can move reasonably far like this, so we could still try to hunt down Furt Backslider, or we could just ignore him and give these guys Grunberg, which is probably what we're gonna do. Grunberg to you. And... Military Alliance. Frankly, if they give us vision against more Norskins like the Sarl here, who we are apparently... No, we are at war with the Sarl, we are. We gotta be. Yeah, they're right there. Alright, do this, and give us 5.5k. Making them poorer is... No, too late. We're gonna make them poorer. And there we go. Alright, that's helpful. The more Imperial territories that are safe, the more we don't have to deal with their nonsense and can work on our trees. Sylvania wants peace after losing their armies, but I don't think that's going to be happening. Where do we send Orion now? Funnily enough, we could just march on towards the Forest of Gloom without even bothering with the Wild Hunt. We could just take these territories on the way. You know what? I like that idea. Go right here. I want to see whether you heal more here. 22 and 3. 22 and 3, it's the same exact amount. Alright, fine. And then just stay here. Destroy Steingart and then move on.
Stop that!
Would you look at that? Creeping Death. Or attacking Migdal von Galbarak. Poor Belagar. He really shouldn't have declared war on us. The AI screwed him for really no real reason. Other than to annoy the player, which just seems to be the order of the day. Alright, now with the Wild Hunt slumbering, Deluric... You could try to go for Shattered Stone Bay and annoy the Nurglites here, but frankly they're kind of sitting there and not bothering anybody. Though this is Heathland.
Weaving a path.
I'm not sure. You can't recruit anything useful, can you? No. You know, stay here for now. I don't want to put it on cooldown unless Well, actually, you probably would be able to do this. I don't really care about the Black Pit, but you know what? I kind of like that idea. I'm just going to assume that you shall be capable enough of taking that out. So, in that light, you have Wonders of the Forest. Let's get you Inspiring... You know what? Let's get you Flock of Doom. No, you know what? Let's get you Wild Heart. We're going to move you, regardless of the cooldown. Pop you into Laurelorn Forest. Like so. And will you be in range? We will trespass, huh? Funnily enough, you're in range of the Black Pit as well, but you're not going to be able to take it with your current stuff. You're tier 2 still. Man, I would really like for that to not be so bad. Go to Forest Encounter.
I concur.
Let's see what we're looking at. You will face a stronger foe in battle. Interesting. I wonder what kind of stronger foe we have. I'm not sure that this army is capable of fighting a stronger foe. I would like to see what it says. I think we can still cancel it and come back, or at least I hope we can, because if we can't, this army's dead. Anyway, a call for aid from the Elves of Laurelorn. A force of Norscan raiders has penetrated deep into the Empire lands. Normally such a raid would focus on the armies of men, but this group brings with them a cabal of Fimir, creatures of the mists and fog who may be able to penetrate the forest's borders. The Fimir often stray from the main group to perform profane rituals. A targeted attack on them would end... This broke my brain. A targeted attack on them at this point would end this threat to the forest. Alternatively, you could attack the main Norscan force and perhaps gain the favor of the Empire. Yeah, sure. Stronger foe. I don't really care about... Wait. This doesn't give us the favor of the Empire. Why are you lying, game? Nonetheless. Wait. I want to see what's here. Can we still back off? We can still back off. Oh my... Okay, no, you can't fight this. Norscan Giant, Chaos, Frost Dragon. This is nice. That's Orion level stuff. Alright, decline attack. Decline... That spawns the army. Oh, that's not good. And Laurelorn is not at war with them, and you are. Alright, you're gonna have to run. Alright, Dilaric, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I've done this to you. Try to escape this. If you could reach Pack Ice Bay. I'm just gonna hope that you can escape, because that is a heck of an army. Damn, impressive. Alright, Orion, you got a place to be. You can try to hit the Forest of Gloom and then jump over there when the Wild Hunt comes up. Alright, Durthu, you're besieging for the turn, unless I'm mistaken. Loren, you are going to continue annoying the... What the heck are you doing? What are you doing, Muncha? Muncha, cruncha humans. Alright, let us go for Bolts of the Forest to power up our range even further, and then you, sir, are going to go for... I could do the Dance of Loak. It doesn't break anything. It has damage resistance, which essentially counts as missile resistance anyway, so why not? Why not? And how about the other heroes? They won't be able to reach us for this fight, unfortunately. You know what? Just so I don't forget, let's move the other heroes first. As in, forget again. Also, Kiran, keep trying to follow Orion. Please don't get assassinated, because we need you. Ooh, one more turn. Yes, more elite units unlocked. How is the rest of this stuff looking? Wait, I don't remember building another, Spell Singer? Wait. Oh, wait, we did. We put it in Durthu's army to rack up XP to put in other armies. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Scout, I moved you this turn. The one turn that I actually moved you. Daith. We need you to meet Loren. I'm going to just hope that you're safe out here. Let's hope this doesn't screw you. Alright, Daith, good luck, my friend. Anybody else? And Daith is fine. Loren, you're the only one who still needs to move. There are no buildings to be built, and thus we will attack here at Muncha, who is not at war with these guys, and will thus draw the garrison out to fight us as well. Go. Alright, here we go, ogres and greenskins together at once, perhaps the echo of Gorka Morka from Age of Sigmar is making them work together. Or end times, I suppose. Anyway, looks like with our Swift Shiver Shards Vanguard deployed, they will melt away the 2 enemy units of Orc Boys, leaving only enemy archers, and I believe there's some nasty skulkers here as well. But of course, Orcs in a shootout versus Wood Elves is just plain ugly. Swift Shiver Shards will melt them away, the Hagbane Tips will poison them, and, well, the Starfire Shafts will dish out additional damage, but of course these guys don't have a lot of armor in the first place, so that hardly matters. We attempt to move forward with our Deepwood Scouts, but of course the nasty Skulkers were hidden, skulking, as they do. And we're going to have to back off once again as we finally managed to sight them. Fortunately, though, they are very fragile. They are unable to get in range to pop their smoke bombs to slow us down and debuff us, and will melt away before they reach our lines, similar to the rest of the pile of orcs and gobos. Only the enemy lord remains, who is, I believe, also in stock, yeah. Alright, so I guess he could just sit back there and watch his Gabo minions melt. And is probably, at least to some degree, amused by what's happening here. Frankly, at this point, from a loreful perspective, realistically, this Gabo Lord would absolutely just shatter. Just watched all his men die and then just run away. Rather than attempting to head towards our lines like this, where he will be hosed down by arrows of every single kind we have, and eventually ripped apart. That was not quite on cue, but nonetheless. I like the different colored arrows coming in from every single side. The Wood Elves have a decent pile of fireworks available to them, I suppose. Anyway, the ogres have arrived, and once again the Swift Shiver Shards make the first shots against this army, just as they did against the orcs and gobos. The Lead Belchers are our target, the only unit here that is likely to threaten us. That will take a few extra shots against the enemy lord, the enemy Firebelly, with those arrows of Kurnos. It looks like the Firebelly, not the Firebelly, the Lead Belchers are already out, and the enemy army will attempt to head towards our line of range units. And we'll try to focus the Firebelly down with the Hawkeyes of Drakira as well as the enemy lords, while all the regular units destroy the other regular units. Huh. Surprising lack of accuracy on the Hawkeyes of Drakira. I was expecting more from I was expecting much better accuracy from the Regiment of Renown of Waywatchers. Kind of interesting. Well, either way, it looks like most of the enemy ogres, in fact all of the enemy ogres, are already done for, and once again, only the Nobblers remain. They have, on top of that, managed to close the distance and reach our lines, so we will charge forward both our Glade Captain as well as our enemy lord and fight, or our enemy lord, as well as our lord. Nice bisection of that Nobbler, as well as our lord, to hold them back and fight them in melee as needed. Fortunately, though, with all their ogre masters destroyed, they do not fight for long and will be obliterated by arrow fire. Lovely. This time around, we do have to actually chase the enemy down, so we'll move forward to try to destroy as many of them as we can. A few will escape, I'm sure, because all of our Swift Shiver Shards are out of ammunition, most of our Glade Guard are out of ammunition, and the enemy has reached the end of the map. Still, a pretty good fight. Well, I'm not sure that the ogres would say the same, but lots of nice target practice for our elven bowmen. Alright, hardly a surprising result there, especially with the enemy armies separated from each other. Once more, great work from the Deepwood Scouts with Swift Shiver Shards. They certainly can dish it out when they're trying. Let's heal to full, because we will want to auto-resolve the remnants of the sand. We don't want to wait around and heal. Hello, and oh, that counted as a greenskin battle, and there we go. We get to confederate with Vidrioth without waiting for their confederation to come up. It will mean more reductions with other of the Wood Elven factions, but you gotta confederate. Another Armor of Fortune, and there we go. And oh, I didn't read this for the other one because we didn't complete the quest, but since this one we will, then read it we will. The Pine Crags is an embattled region ever beset by the greenskins of the Grey Mountains. As such, beneath Vidrioth's eaves are a maze of walkways, root-braced tunnels, and outposts of living defense works that have repelled many an opportunistic Wa. Lord Findal, who holds sway over the realm, has a thirst for battle matched only by his courtiers, taking great joy in slaughtering the Green Menace, who so frequently intrude upon his domain. After seeing off a recent rash of particularly large greenskin attacks, however, the realm is slightly less defensible than it has been in the past. Lord Findal has reached out to you asking for your assistance. He would like you to bring war to the greenskins so that their attentions may be elsewhere while Vidrioth's defenses are rejuvenated. Though he has little fear that any greenskin attack would succeed even now, he prefers for his glades to be fully primed to inflict maximum bloodshed for the inevitable future attacks. I like this guy. Alrighty. Vidrioth secured, and with that, all of Athel Loren is ours. Oh, we got new stuff, didn't we? Huh. No, Findal can't be dead because he's immortal, so he's up here. Oh, I completely forgot that I was going to trade Venom Glade. Findal, what do you have? He also starts with a unit of Way Watchers and a unit of War Dancers, as well as more Glade Captains. Ancient Rage. Frenzy. Okay. And Protector. Passive ability Guardian and Ward Safe for accompanying lore. Oh, that's actually swell. Now, what does Findal have? Wildwood Drum. Both Findal and Daith, they both got completely screwed with the most awful traits. It's a bit of a shame, but, well, what can you do? Would you like a nice Venom Glade? Can I offer you a Venom Glade in this trying time? I was hoping for a defensive alliance with you, Alith. How are you doing, by the way? 4 territories. Nothing crazy. Looks like he's having a little bit of a tough time here. What about you? Would you like a Venom Glade?
Don't think you can
really?
for it.
Not really. Alright, you're gonna stay here in Venom Glade while it's kind of healing you. You know what? I don't trust it. We're going to stay in ambush so that hopefully nobody knows that you're here until you're ready to back away. I would delete this army if it wasn't for the fact that we have Way Watchers here and War Dancers as well. Both of which we're out of capacity of. Well, I guess we never had capacity for the Reshaper of Forests. Oh. Azerid, I have use for you, though. Waste Stalker, we have Vigilant. Something. And what about you? Supreme Stalker, cooldown for Foseeka. Ugh. The ones we're getting don't have good traits, but the thing is, without capacity, it's better that we have some rather than none. And what do you have? Regular Deepwood Scouts. Okay, you can leave the army. And I interrupted myself, and I'm sorry because I forgot what I was talking about, but anyway. Go grab these trees from Ara. Take them to Durthu. Like so. And go this way. I forgot whether we besieged this turn or last turn. It was this turn. Alright, so stay there. Oh wow, they have 4 can rates. Didn't even realize that. Durthu, however, has reached rank 12, so Ancient Enmity, Leadership when laying siege and encircling, haha. Melee defense when defending, wow, plus 40 magic power capacity, that's nice. This is what we want. 20 armor for all the forest spirits. Granted, all of the, well, the other stuff here is quite nice as well, but Ward Bark has to be the prioritized thing. And we'll deal with the rest later. As needed. Alright, Lauren, I was gonna have you auto-resolve and sack and or raise Myrmidons. Worst, go for it. You know what, no, go for regular stance. We want you to back off. I probably shouldn't be doing this repeatedly because it's probably actually... You don't have Siege Attacker. This little pile of knob... yeah. Well, that's irritating. Alright then. Huh. You know what, I gotta say, I don't remember the last time I've seen Wood Elven Siege Towers. I don't even know what they look like anymore. Go figure. Anyway, never reaching tendrils. Let's have you move further. Glade Captain 1. Might as well get possessed by the Trickster God. Although this is looking to be sort of an Anathrema-themed army, I guess. Anyway, the rest of you are fine. Why didn't I trade you? Oh, I didn't trade them just in case these guys got killed. Get the heck out of here. He's not gonna like that, but frankly, more likely than not, we'll eventually have to declare war on them. Redeclare war on them, I should say. So, what are you gonna do? Dulas. You are another Waystalker. I don't yet know which army we're gonna put you in, nor this Waystalker. Could put more Waystalkers in this army, in theory. They're probably gonna give us, well, maybe not. I was about to say they'd give us more value than Glade Guard, but would they really? Certainly they wouldn't give us as much value as Swift Shiver Shards or as a unit of Way Watchers. I'll think about it. At the same time, they might be able to rack up XP in this manner, and that's still a good thing. Oh. Alright, now. Buildings. This time we do have them because Vidrioth. So, Vidrioth, we'll start with you. You have the Arbiter's Perch, which you don't need. You also have the Eagle Building and the Muster Stone. We'll need to immediately get you up to Hollow. Like so. Also, are we collecting money at Vol's Anvil? No, but it is time to. Yeah, since they're both going up to Tier 3. You will need to lose your Selathoi Gallery, I guess? I'd like to get more War Dancers with Azure Spears. We got 4 swords and 2 spears right now, so we get up their capacity by going up to Tier 3. Yeah, you know, delete this. And delete these two. We should get furs as well, but I want to keep the Grove of the Horse here for now. Oh, the Eagle Airy, the second Eagle Airy means more eagles, so you can keep recruiting eagles. Lovely, more units. And nothing else to be done here. We're just mostly waiting for the buildings to complete. And that's going to be the same for a little bit. Alright, diplomacy time. Wargrove of Woe would like to trade. Not confederate, but fine. Keep Draca a little bit more happy. I'm not going to military alliance with her, though. That's going to... She's just going to randomly attack the Empire or something. Frankly, I would be happy if Vissenland didn't attack her. This would be not so great. Marienburg wants a defensive alliance. Do we get anything out of this? Not really. Frankly, they're probably going to get either killed or subsumed by the Empire anyway, so it probably doesn't matter over much. And we're not going to bother piecing out with any of you, at least at this current time, so we're good. We're good-ish. Honor the ish. Alrighty, and that means an end turn to me, so outpost available with the Empire most likely, but we don't care about that right now, so end turn. Well, let's see if they sally out and attack Durthu. I have my doubts about it, but possibility. And okay, I wasn't expecting that. I really was not what the heck? Okay, out of resolve. And raise, thank you? Okay, I just don't understand the AI sometimes. Half the I'd say 98% of the time, it's a complete coward. Why did it attack there? Oh, game. Peace treaty. It's a lot of money, but not at the cost of pissing off Itza. The lizards have great stuff that mixes very well with our units. Unless we want them. Especially and particularly the Arcs of Sotek and the Basties with Revivification Crystal. Lore of Life plus Reviv, it's fantastic. Alright, no more attacks, unfortunately. Armor of Silvered Steel, sure. Ally mission aborted. Carcassonne, Confederation, Molder, and Ferric. That's one less war for us. And we're up down to 5.2k per turn. Soon we're gonna have to actually start building military structures. Win 3 battles against Skaven to confederate Sisters of Twilight. Oh, that's gotta be a priority. Especially... Oh no. Alyssa, go away. Findel, go to Vol's Anvil. We need to fight Skaven Orion. I wasn't gonna send you there, but... Alright, we'll give this a read because we'll actually probably do that. Angrand will ignore our trespass warning. I think we're going to give this territory to you for the, I guess, military access. I'm just gonna hope that they don't die. This way we could be at the edge of their territory, and hopefully Alyssa will ignore us, and this will prevent us from trespassing in Vol's Anvil. Not that we really care all that much about that, but, you know, just in case. Not to piss them off unduly. And now, looks like Volker von Sinclair has decided to defend Steingart. Curious, and somewhat foolish. Grenstadt, I see you have a Nurglite plague. We'll probably bypass you. Grunberg has fallen to Griebitz. Empire definitely still in trouble. Don't worry, we will. There have been several comments requesting that we don't let them die, and I will attempt to not let them die. Death. Okay, so we need to do this right. You, my friend, I guess we're going to Zvorak. You're already essentially at full HP, so you're going to travel as far as you can in regular stance here, and I assume the Death can reach you. Good.
Can I offer assistance?
Alright, how long until the Wild Hunt is up again? 4 turns, alright. Death, you need to only transfer the consorts of Anathrema to you.
Anything is possible.
Like so. And not the Glade Captain.
Orders?
The one should be sufficient. The consorts of Anathrema.
These are dark times.
Alright, okay, well, look at the time I'm checking this. Is there any... Well, okay, here's the thing. If... No, wait, this is useless, isn't it? Once again, the Strider for Cav is useless because all of our Cav has Strider. I'm actually very confused by this, to be honest. Even the Glade Riders, the most basic Cav, has Strider. Why is this a thing? If all the Cav has Strider, what is the point of that existing? I don't know. And Strider doesn't do anything for Hawk Riders, so it's just bizarre. I guess it's just for this unit. You know what it probably is for? If we are to... I assume, I don't know if this actually is the case, but if we are to, for example, get Bretonnian Knights, then this would give them Strider as well, maybe? Or it might not. It might not actually work that way. I guess then if we put Hawk Riders in this army, we could get the causes there. Okay, yeah, we don't need a second one in this army. So, you are going to lose one of each of the types of Glade Guard. In favor of 2 more Way Watchers. Or just 2 Way Watchers in general. Alrighty, and then Dave can return, well, he can leech XP from Zvorak, I guess, and then he can jump and then return over to the Oak of Ages. We'll also have to watch out for Kirik Bufdar, as I've no doubt that the rats have their beady little eyes set upon it. You, Orion, will fight in a second. Deluric, yes, you are attempting to escape. This is gonna be tough to escape, isn't it? I made a terrible mistake here. How are we going to escape this? I was gonna say go to Pacas Bay, but Pacas Bay is a broken settlement. Could try to go through the territory of these guys. They might not be able to chase you down. We can't fight. We need Orion to do this for us. Alright, go this way. Let's just hope that we don't meet another faction. Try to lead them towards Orion, or really towards any of the proper armies. Alright, good as it's gonna get. Durthu. Looks like these guys didn't sally yet, meaning we can probably just auto-resolve them. I mean, we can fight this, but it won't be a cinematic, and I think, kind of meh on it. I'll think about it. Wait, I wanna see how good the other battles are. It's somewhat tempting, somewhat. Alright, Azerit, you actually still need to join Durthu. Oh, how close are you? Reasonably close. Go here. If Durthu sieges for 1 more turn, you could join him there, although that would somewhat be a waste of a turn for Durthu, as we could then just jump to Aelhard and deal with that there. And also maybe take out the Skull Smashers so that they stop killing off our allies. Tech Thief. Go thief some tech. Scout. Go scout out some jerks. Please try to find us another war declaration. I fear that we may have found all enemy factions, or on all factions that we are likely to declare war upon. You 2 Waystalkers stay here, and Akiran, I forgot who you are. Oh, right, you're supposed to join Orion here. Orion? So you're gonna have to get rid of one of the Glade Guard. Bit unfortunate, because they have started racking up the points, but we're not probably going to put these Glade Guard into any other, army. Let's get rid of this one because it's hurt, even if it's a higher veterancy. We'll probably keep these Eternal Guard. Well, by keep I mean put them in another army. And I take it Orion was the last to move? I think he was, so unless we have... Oh, wow, okay, we definitely have building. Haunted Forest. Okay, we're not going up to tier 5. That would be insane. It would be a waste of money. What we do want to do here is this. First of all, while we do need to save space for this, we don't have it right now, and thus don't necessarily need to build it. We could get capacity for anything, including, if we should desire it, Eternal Wardens, and Wildwood Wardens, and Blade Singers. Or well, we can get the Wild Riders ones anyway. We can go for the Way Watchers. Oh man, a lot of good stuff. Or we could go for money. Okay, well, what do we have at Arguelon? Alright, Arguelon could go for Zotes, and I guess you can start on that. You can start the Forest Lookout as well. I'll probably build the other Forest Lookout there. You have to build the Moonspring Archives, though, because we need the capacity. And then we have room for one more thing, which should, in theory, be the Winery, because our armies are starting to cost money, and... Actually, no. We have to wait for the Forest Patrols, because we want to get access to Shadow Dancers for our Loec army as soon as possible. Meaning, we will ignore those and instead build, I guess, the Wild Rider thing. Oh, wow. 4 Way Watchers out of the single building. That's solid. That was real solid. Our Flyers are coming in nicely as well. If we go for the Warhawk cages, frags rather, I don't know why I said cages. I don't think they keep them in cages. I sincerely doubt it. Go for the Grove of the Horse. Yeah, go for the Grove of the Horse for now. If we have to delete it, we can delete it later. Right now, it's not critical. Vidria. You have nothing. Yeah, nothing for us. You disappoint me, Vidrioth. Alrighty, and I guess back to the Haunted Forest. Alright, fine then. We will upgrade the Pastures of Skymark to get Sisters of the Thorn and a couple more Wild Rider capacities. Get some Zotes. With these 2 buildings, this will give us the ability to build 6 Zotes and a Zote-centric army. As for what kind, I'm not sure yet. Wildwood Vigor. Bonus versus large +10 for Eternal Guard. Is that better than armor +15 for Elf Infantry? That's a question. We could do armor +15 for Elf Infantry for the Wildwood Rangers, although aren't they reasonably... No, they're not really heavily armored. Maybe we'll do that. Although that'll just keep the Eternal Guard light armored. That's why I really wanted those Cathan War Drums. Armor versus 10 versus large. They already have the anti-large bonus. I'm inclined to say that it's better. That's better the way that we have it. Hello. We need to come back here, but our... Okay, Shambletown's gonna die. I don't expect the greenskins at this time. Okay, what about... Can we trade you Shambletown? 4.7. Not... I mean, we can trade it to them. And I guess we probably should. Can we trade you Shambletown? Huh, if we trade them Knobbly Gorge, we could. And because they're currently our allies, it would still count as our Heathland. Are you at war with these guys? No. Alright, fine. Knobbly Gorge to you. And a Knobbly Gorge to you, sir. Alright, we'll do this. Wait, no, one second. I just realized something. We should reduce 27k. Oh man, that's all a lot of money. It's a lot of money. But the thing is, once these places are gone, we won't have the reductions anymore. So it'll never get cheaper than it is now. Meaning we should probably do it. Alright, fine. We'll do the Forest Lookout here. We'll build the Great Hall and lose all of our money. And I guess we'll start on the Grapevines. That's what we're doing. That's what we've decided. So you, enjoy Knobbly Gorge for a military alliance. And then enjoy Shambletown for money. Alright, and because we're allies, you will still hold these places. Most likely the greenskins will attack them, mind you, but maybe this will be maybe it'll help them out. I don't know. All right, how about the other Cathans while we're here? Non-aggression pact with Talsyn, don't care about that. Hello, defensive alliance with Ivres. Does this mean that they're having a bad time against somebody? I hope not. Altarian's pretty badass, so yeah. Why wouldn't you ally with Batman? Marienburg still ignoring you. Wargrove of Woe still no thank you, and that's it. Alrighty. Man, lots of stuff happening this time. You. Orion, okay, let's take a break from all of that for a few seconds, and let's use it to attack Steingart. You, my friend. Let's get you Speed of the Hunter. It would feel wrong not to have Speed of the Hunter. Damn, 182 on the, well, Sky Hunters, but the Hawk Riders in general. Let's level you guys up as well while we're at it. I don't think you need Cunning, but let's get you Cunning. I think here would be useful to you, as into this army. Could get even more ambush success chance, should we desire it. You know what, let's go through Sword Player into Tempered Rigor. It's just too nice. And I guess we're gonna max out Scout. Okay, we can't max it out, but we will get Scouting, and then let's get you... I'm going to say another point in Flock of Doom. We're not really relying on it in this army, but just in case. Steingart is the place to be. We're going to fight this manually, mostly because our army is heavily damaged at this point, so we have no choice in the matter. Go. Ever onward or ever onwood? Couldn't quite make that out, Orion. But anyway, here we go. Decent pile of vampire counts stand against us. A pretty fun matchup, or maybe I'm just biased and because I love playing the vampire counts and I love playing against them. Although this poor vampire lord will go down extremely quickly before he's able to do anything. Prey of Anathrema plus all the range available to us will bring him down. Well, we gotta enjoy it while we have it, as we won't have access to nearly as much range when this army, once it's mostly Stag Knights and Wild Riders. Although that said, I want Stag Knights to be centric to another army, so once again I want some Sisters of the Thorn in here to work with the Hawk Riders as well. As once again, Orion does buff all cavalry. Anyway, looks like a nice charge from the Wild Riders will dish out plenty of damage to the enemy's right flank, and allow us to drop a nice Hawk's Talon upon the enemy line. The bounce power shifts rapidly to about 85% in our favor. We're going to back those units of riders up, and then we're going to charge them right back in. That one that's still backing off and sending Graveguard flying. And there we go, charging back in. Looks like some of them do get stopped by the braced spears there, so good job to them. But the rest of them continue to charge on through. Of course, some of the enemy are still making their way towards us, but they're getting hit by the Starfire Shafts and Hagbane Tips from the front, as well as the Hawk Riders from the back as well. And I don't know what the heck that arrow was supposed to hit, but it didn't look like it hit much. And I accidentally turned around Orion by the looks of it because I was too busy microing the Hawk Riders and the other units. But oh well, not a big deal. It happened. It's the main thing about having armies with tons and... Ooh, that's a cool shot. Armies with just tons and tons of fast movers. You got to micro them constantly. And I just assumed that Orion would continue firing, because he should have been facing the right direction. Anyway, Orion orders the rest of his army to continue fighting, to move forward, and in the meantime, absolutely obliterates those tiny, tiny crypt ghouls below. The last of the enemy units are getting shot from up above by the Hawk Riders, and by the looks of it, the enemy army has begun to melt away, and will be gone in a matter of seconds. I thought that was the last skeleton, and oh, there is another unit of skeletons. I think this one was all the way on the left flank and was slowly trying to get to us, but the skeletons are slow and their army was destroyed before they were ever able to join the fray. Don't even need to send the units of Wild Riders to deal with them. Besides, they've dealt plenty of damage over the course of this fight. Yeah, look at that. We nearly ran out of ammunition on the Hawk Riders as well. Nice to see. And there we go, decisive victory, easy, a little fight, but once again, and always fun fighting the dead. Alright, nice little fight, decent bit of... a decent chunk of change, I guess, and we're actually going to seed the place so that we can A, heal up, and B, use it as a jumping off point for the World's Root stance. I'd like to head on over to the Forest of... It's a Nurgle Plague. How is there a Nurgle Plague here? Where are you from? Curious. But anyway, to try to get to the Forest of Gloom, since we can't underwaste, or not underwaste, since we can't deep roots over there. Anyway, enemy killed in battle, good for you. Orion, stay here, and I guess a regular stance. You know what, I should have probably done forest calls for the additional campaign movement range, but whatever. And then you, and 2,000 gold for this? We're gonna have to, otherwise we're gonna have to pay these guys to give them Steingart. Oh, actually, no, it's worth something. Oh! Well, I'm gonna hope that it's still worth that amount next turn, because I'd prefer the Alliance so that we can, you know, sort of keep vision of their territories and stuff. Or I wonder if we could get them to break their friendship with the, with Clan Angrand. Certainly a possibility. Durthu. Alright, I hadn't decided on you. Yeah, frankly, you know what, Katra... I'd rather move towards newer stuff, and Durthu, this isn't your real army. If we have too many fights with the Dryads, then there won't be much purpose to doing so with Draika. So a lot of resolve this. Frankly, they had no chance anyway. Durthu would have just battered down the walls, and we would have just magicked them in a blob. Anyway, if it was cinematic... Oh my lord. Okay, now we're gonna raise this. I was gonna occupy it and trade it, but ain't no way. We're missing out on 10k. Young Stag and Barrow Legion destroyed. That'll keep the Bretonnians a little bit sick. Okay. 11k to colonize an outpost. Okay, game. Sure. Sure. I guess you're staying where you are, my Durthu friend. And maybe these guys will occupy it? We'll see. We shall see. Anyway, leave those guys to their own devices. We got the buildings built, do we not? Ignoring Solland, ignoring the Crag Halls of Findal, ignoring Kingsglade, unless we want to delete the Roots of Gyran. I mean, we could also upgrade it, but this has to probably take priority as well. Still not sure whether we can build 2 of those or not, or whether there's any reason to do so, but we shall see. You know, I think you're going to delete the Branches of Gur. No, actually, we're at 3 out of 3 on Spellcasters. As soon as we build up this, we'll actually get another capacity, meaning we have to keep those. Oh well. Alrighty, the recruitment is fine, I take it, and we cannot recruit any more additional units. We should probably start recruiting the Eternal Guard. You know what? It's time to get to you up and running. I'm gonna say go for this guy, Leafborn Servant. You know what we'll do? Maybe we'll give you the Wildwood Rangers? Leapborn Savant, rather. I haven't seen any Glade Lord that buffs the Wildwood Rangers so far, at least directly. So we shall see. I like the crown. There's a decent likelihood that the additional armor will help them out a lot. Plus they do armor-piercing damage. But anyway, oh, you can't actually build Eternal Guard here. Shouldn't have deleted those, or I should have... moved you. Okay, we can move here next turn. That's fine. That's fine. No big deal. Now we can end the turn. Or can we? What about missions? I don't really care about the missions from Reichland. Although, is there any? Nah, there's probably no. Oh, Demigryph Knights maybe. Alright, let's select Greebits here. Kuran, we will select Giblet. Carcassonne, we will select Giblet as well. And Wargrove of Woe, I'm not going to select any. Oh, actually, we will eventually hunt this army down, hopefully. It's a big old army. So we'll deal with it later. Huh. Oh, wait, I just thought of something. Since we backed off, does that mean that that particular quest is not resolved? I'm not sure. I guess we'll see. Also, let's keep an eye out on which factions we are not at war with that are going through this list, as in there may be other factions we should potentially declare war on. And how many missing factions there are generally in the list. Now, I'm still seeing a fair few, so there are probably still a fair few we could, in fact, attack. Several in the piles of Chaos ones, and several Norscan ones as well. Alright, and at least one more rogue army, so there's certainly stuff there. Slaanesh Corruption, plus 10 for all provinces for Forbidden Rod. I'm sure it's nice, but right now, we're not going to do that. Even though the Forbidden Rod is fantastic. Although, I do wonder how much our I actually have a massive amount of anti-corruption. I should have done that. Oh, too late now. My bad. Well, our right expires. Oh, can't wait to use our next right. Man, the Wood Elves can, like, never use their rights. Damn. Bit of a shame. And hey, looks like this paid off. They did. Yeah, see, the AI didn't go for it. I mean, certainly they're not at war, but it was a vulnerable location. You can have scrap towers as well after we build stuff then. Why not? Well, they still really like us. I build a Trickster's Gallery and the scrap towers. Enjoy. Decent likelihood that these guys attack it now, but we'll be back here as soon as the Wild Hunt is back up and running. So, alright, Orion. Now, we're not going to rescue these guys. You actually can't travel quite as far as I thought you could. Also, Tech Thief, go to... I'm gonna send you to the Moot because it's the furthest one. We want to go somewhere where we hopefully won't pick up a plague, which is apparently nowhere here. Wait, guess we could go all the way here, can't we? Success, good. Can you jump up here potentially?
Do not disgrace the forest.
No. I just want to avoid this.
You are mad.
Alright, I'm gonna say go here. There's no plague at Schwarzhafen. I wonder how much money we could get for raising Castle Drakenhof, though. It's probably quite a lot. And you're tier 3, so we should take you. Though it'll be difficult to defend you, so we'll have to probably send a dedicated army to deal with you, but that'll be fun / fine. Drogrult, still running around there. Deluric, keep backing off. Ooh, you can't fight Giblet either. Yeah, I screwed up with you. No, we can't risk World Root stance. And you've taken Blackstone Post, which is good, but Durthu is too hurt right now to go over there. Durthu, try to return here. Can you go this far? Yes, you can. I still don't understand why the game does that. We will... Oh, I just realized what I should have done. Is since we're swapping out units anyway. He's gonna lose his War Dancers, because they were never going to be part of his army. He'll lose a couple of Dryads, and by lose, I mean... combine. Like so. Aezrit, swap those units out. War Dancers for the Treekin. Like so. And then you can return to the War Dancers here. Now, what do we want to mix with the War Dancers other than Forest Dragons? That's going to be a question. More Wildwood Rangers, please. We're certainly racking up a lot of those. I was thinking maybe Wildwood well, no. Eternal... we gotta mix the Zotes with somebody. Should I put this to a vote? You know what? You guys, give me your opinions on it. Who do we mix the Zotes with? The Wildwood Warden... Well, Wildwood... The Eternal Guard, the Wildwood Rangers, or the War Dancers? And now, you know what? The War Dancers don't need them. The War Dancers are gonna have their own thing. So it's basically Wildwood Rangers versus the Eternal Guard. I'm gonna say since the Eternal Guard are much weaker than Wildwood Rangers, then... that means we mix Zotes with the Eternal Guard. Granted, the armor bonus won't then apply to them, but nonetheless, I think that's the way to do it. Although I could be convinced otherwise, so let me know if you have an opinion on the matter. Alright, good for now. Orion, Deluric, etc. Anybody need to fight right now? Ooh, Scout. Before I forget you, I'm gonna start moving you first. Go around here. Identify anybody you can, please. Oh, I think we've identified everybody here, but, well, you've been on a trip. Any factions encountered by the looks of it? No. I lied. Exquisite Pain. We are not at war with you. You are at war with Saberskin, who we will declare war on, for money. Then, should I just declare war on the Masters of Innovation? They have 2 territories, and they're probably gonna die. It's just that the Kislevites don't like it. We could also declare war on all the Kislevites, but since we're keeping the Empire alive right now, maybe we shouldn't. We are at war with Astrogoth, yes? Yes. Alright, anyway, we'll declare war on Helmrip. Declare war. Don't call allies to help, because they'll say no and then cancel their agreements. It's got some nice veterancy, though. Does the AI also get a veterancy cheat? I always feel like it has a surprising number of high veterancy units. I mean, Orion's been fighting a lot, and he does have the high-tier, high-killy units with high veterancy, but these guys, not so much. Anyway, Dilric, you gotta keep running, but we gotta figure out how to do that without getting you killed. Go into ambush stance and go this way. Right to the edge of Gorsel. And we'll probably march stance down to Karoberg, or something along those lines anyway. It's gonna be interesting. Also, diplomacy, it's a new turn, is it not? No new confederations, alas. Deadwood Sentinels. How much money are you offering for the peace? 5.4k? Okay, I can't say no to that. That's solid. And just out of curiosity, Sylvania. 10k? But how much money would it be worth to raise this place, Also, before I forget, Steingart, to you for... No. Defensive alliance and trade agreement and a little bit of money. I mean, we'd probably eventually get the trade agreement anyway, or we could just go straight for military alliance. Nah, but then that might force us into a war with Draika, which we don't necessarily want. These guys can't defend their own territories, so I think we can't peace out with Vlad right now, even though we want to. Alright, fine. I'm just gonna hope that the trade agreement will eventually pay for itself. Yeah, 200 gold per turn, it should. We're fine. Nobody panic. Loren, keep annoying these guys. Actually, you know what? I'm willing to bet that this... Well, let's find out. I was about to say this is not going to be auto-resolvable, but it might. Should maybe go up here as well. Prepare for the next wild hunt. It's in 3 turns. We gotta send you 2 places. To some of the great forests. Go into forest calls. Let's see what we're looking at here. Decisive victory, good. Yeah, no damage. Well, a little bit of damage to some of the Glade Guard, but frankly, we don't care as much about them. Raise the place again. Or we could occupy it and... Well, but who are we going to trade it to? Yeah, just raise it. Pigeon Plucker Pendant, not sure that we care about that. Range for Hawk Companion for Ellendelling. Yeah, sure. A different Ellendelling, though. That's fine. Butcher for you, and then you. Can you go into encamp? No, but you can go into... ambush, and maybe if somebody tries to attack you, we'll deal with it. Keep annoying the ogres, generally speaking. Anyway, I think with that, folks, we are pretty much out of time, and I'm gonna have to call the episode here. There's a little bit more to move, but I don't believe there's anybody around that, what the heck? Oh, Mazda Mundi. Kind of interesting that you're hanging around. Still want that Witchwood.
Can I offer assistance?
I'm very worried that the, you know, stay here, I guess. I'm worried that these guys will declare war on us. It won't matter, because I'm pretty sure we can still force confederate them if we complete the defeat the 3 Skaven quest, which... Oh. Maybe we should send you down there, then, to deal with Skaven Blight for a few turns. Probably find a few armies of Skaven there. Maybe after knocking out Karakazur. It's potential for it. Anyway, as I said, I'm gonna call it here. There's probably a few more things to do this turn, but there won't be all that much. Next time, we'll send Durthu with his newly retrofitted army out to fight something. We'll obviously replace some of the Dryads with tree men, since more Dryads are going to be in Draika's army, including probably the Wraiths of the Frozen Heart. We'll try to get our Wildwood Rangers army up and running, and we'll start on that Eternal Guard army as well. And we got a couple more turns until we get more Wild Riders, which will mean replacing the missing stuff in Orion's army for him to get maxed out. We also got to start up on new trees and activating their rituals as well. It's about time. And I didn't want, I mean, we could have obviously done it earlier with Orion, just going there and doing stuff around the trees. The reason that I didn't want to was A, to allow them to grow, and B, to allow us to actually build a few more fancy armies. Rather than essentially winning the campaign with basic stuff, I want some of these armies to do their own thing. Each have a tree to their name and raise everything around it, which we'll hopefully begin on next time. Stay tuned for more. Don't forget to leave those likes and comments below. All glory to the algorithm. And thanks for watching.